And welcome to Level Yourself Up, where it's not about perfection but progress. I am your host, John Budd, and I'm back with you today to give you another episode of Level Yourself Up. I hope you're doing well this week. I appreciate so much of some of the little feedback I'm getting. I'd love to have a lot more, but I appreciate people letting me know how they feel about this podcast and things that's going on. I got a little just update here. This podcast really I'm putting out because I don't have the last episode edited. And so I wanted to go through the 5 things you can do to improve 2022. And the next one was going to be on time. It is done. I just don't have it edited. But I was thinking about, what can I put out real fast? And I was thinking about this dilemma I got because I cannot by tonight. This is a Sunday evening. I've been trying to put these out on a Friday. Here it is Sunday. I feel like I'm a week behind. A lot of things has happened this week. And I was thinking, I think everybody can relate to this. Sometimes life just falls apart. There's setbacks and failures. It's just part of life. And as being a leader and an entrepreneur, how we handle those setbacks and failures often determine our long-term success. I could take a real personal, throw up my hands and say, I should quit this podcast. But if I did that, I'd feel like I was letting you, the listeners, down. And that is not my goal at all to do. So I thought I could put out this short podcast. I don't know how long it's going to go, 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to publish that, get that out, minimal show notes. And so just touching base with those of you out there that do listen to this show, let you know what's going on. So life threw me a curveball this week. We had several things going on with my number one client, as I like to say. And with that, my time priorities got shifted. And then this week we went away to a surprise birthday party and retirement party for my mother-in-law, or my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. And we took my mother-in-law, who's 86, and she's having some health issues. So anyway, we drove halfway, stayed in a hotel, drove down there and drove back. And it's been a long weekend. I think we got 2 to 3 hours of sleep last night. It was kind of rough in the hotel room for whatever reason. So all the way home, I was just thinking about what I could do to get this done with all the other items I had to do on my to-do list from when I returned from my trip. And so that's it. I was thinking about just talking about a little bit about these setbacks and how we can just get so frustrated with the setbacks instead of just looking at what this makes possible. A lot of times we just need to stop, take a break. It's not good when you don't meet your deadlines. It's not good when you don't meet your commitments. But when that happens, just accept them, take ownership of them the best you can. Could I have done things different this week to get that podcast out? Probably could have. But that's hindsight, not foresight. So that's what I wanted to share. How do you handle failures and when things don't go right? I can have a lot of anxiety and get upset because this isn't the only thing I'm not getting done. There are several things that happened, but I am not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. I'm going to put out this little short podcast. And I thought I would just ask you that. How do you handle when things don't go right? I know I got friends that, things in their life aren't going right. They're not able to do some of the things they want to do. And then other times we're waiting on, I got another friend that has got some financial stuff that needs to close on a house and that got all kind of goofed up. But, I think if we will learn to relax and do the best we can, put 100% commitment, 110% commitment into getting things done when we can, and we don't, we just stand and rest. Kind of goes back to what I talked about last week about knowing when to rest. I need to rest. I got to stop for the night. So anyway, that's my plan. That's what's going on. So I will get this next podcast out and done. I'm already formulating a plan so I can get a couple weeks ahead because that is what I really want to do. So, all right, my friends, God bless. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening to this. And just think about that. How do you handle setbacks and failures? Because they are a part of life. All right, God bless.